Hello and welcome to another challenge video. In today's video we're going to be challenging ourselves to see if we can survive as the small house of East Anglia. At the start of this video we're going to be in the year 1867 on the 1st of January. The reason why this is a challenge is because East Anglia is already at war with one of the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok, Ivar the Boneless. He has 5,000 men to our 1,000 men, so we have a 5-to-1 ratio to deal with straight away. And if we lose this war, it's game over. Before we begin the challenge, just a quick message from myself. If you haven't already liked the video, please do so and also hit the subscribe button for future challenge videos. Thank you very much and let's begin. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to choose a lifestyle. I'm going to go for wealth focus just because we need that extra bit of money just in case we need to hire any mercenaries at any point in the game. For my first attempt at this challenge, I'm going to see if I can survive by just using the resources that I have at the start of the game. 6,500 men versus my enemy's 7,000 men. Hopefully we can do it. After all, it's only a 500 man difference. Another thing I have to look out for on this challenge is the possibility of raiders. Now because I don't have a large army, Viking raiders will try to come over to my lands and steal my money. As you can see, I've already had one and I've managed to fend them off. Now it's just a waiting game to see if the Vikings make an appearance. It takes the Vikings 2 years to step foot onto my land, and with myself and the army of Alfred the Great, we march straight down there and begin the battle. Although the battle is heavily in our favour, we are severely outnumbered. We could still win this war just because we have the great talent of Alfred the Great on our side. The battle hasn't been going great so far. Many of my knights and also my own son have perished in this battle. As you can see, we're getting to the clinical moment of the battle, and unfortunately for us it looks like we're about to lose. Oh wait, look, a second army from Wessex has now come to join the battle, and with the extra numbers we're definitely going to win the Battle of Ipswich, 1-0 to us. Not to be cocky, but I don't think these Vikings are going to be too much of a hassle. This challenge is looking easy up to press. And as you can see, 9,000 Vikings have just set foot on my land. I have a slight feeling we're not going to win this next battle. And I wasn't wrong. We put up a good fight, however we got absolutely demolished in the latest battle. Now all my men are retreating and it's only a matter of time before the Vikings seal the deal and take my lands from me. Braving it one more time, I've decided I'm going to head straight into battle and try and fend the Vikings off for myself. And it didn't go according to plan. Great, now I'm in prison and that means I've definitely lost. There's no coming back from this. So I guess the first attempt wasn't as successful as I would like it to be. However, let's go again and we're going to try and do a few little things differently to see if we're going to change the outcome of the war. So we started the challenge again and I've decided I'm going to make a few slight adjustments to give me a better chance. Now the first one is marriage. Myself and my son are not married to anyone and I can gain 2 brilliant alliances off the bat just by marrying characters. By marrying my son off to the Welsh, it's gained me an alliance and an extra 2,200 men to help fight my cause. I've also decided to marry myself off to Duke Otto's sister and he will give me an additional 1,500 men. This makes my odds slightly better. As it stands, we'll probably gain an additional 3,000 men to help us fight the Vikings. As you can see, we have 7,000 men versus the Vikings' 7,000 men. Now not to mention we're still waiting for the arrival of Prince Otto to join us and give us an additional 1,500 men. Okay, so here's my plan. Last time it took the Vikings 2 years to step foot into my land because they were too busy fighting the Northumbrians. So I'm going to be the aggressor here. I'm going to send all my men straight up to the enemy capital and try and get a valuable hostage to win the war right off the bat. If we don't manage to take a valuable hostage, the plan is to take all of Ivar's lands in the north. We're going to do this hopefully before Jorvik gets involved in the war after they defeated the Northumbrians, which as you can see as we're sailing past, is almost complete. so this is a race against time. We managed to get over here without any opposition. Hopefully that remains the same for a while. Oh no, it looks like Jarl Ivar has now formed an alliance with his brother Halfdan/Hitsverk. This was the turning point in the last war and the reason why we lost. Hitsverk's men increases Ivar's army significantly, almost doubling it, meaning that now we have a race against time to try and get the war in our favour. Luckily for me and my men, no Vikings come up to the capital and contest our siege. This means that we're lucky enough to actually win the siege and take a few prisoners as well. Unfortunately though, the prisoners that we do take are not valuable enough, so we move on to the next area and besiege the next town. Again though, we have the same outcome. We siege. Again though, we get the same outcome. We win the siege, but we don't get any valuable hostages, so we move up north to try and take a little bit more land before Ivar and his brother make it down to East Anglia. Surprisingly, this strategy is actually working and we're almost at 100% and we've almost won this war. And we've done it on the second attempt. Brilliant. I'll just go over there and click on it and enforce the demands. Oh, what? 78%? Ah, okay, I guess I need a new plan. So, here it is. Let's send all our men back down to East Anglia, and what we're going to have to do is me and my allies are just going to have to hold off any land being invaded by any of the Vikings. Hopefully this works. We're severely outnumbered by about 2,100 men, so hopefully we can just hold off enough time for us to win the war. Right, all my men are now on their way back home. I've also noticed that the House of Jorvik is currently embarking all of his men onto their boats and he's about to sail them down south. So it's a race against time. Who's going to get there first, myself and my allies, or the enemy Vikings? The Vikings have now got onto their ships and are now on their way. Unfortunately for me, I'm actually behind the Vikings and they're going to get onto my land before I am. Hopefully my allies can defend my lands until I can arrive and help them. The battle is about to get underway. This battle is very important to me for one simple reason. If we manage to defeat the Vikings right here, right now, the war will be won by us. However, if we lose this battle, it's more than likely that I'm going to lose the war overall. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Brilliant, it looks like we're going to win the war after all. And there we have it, victory. Even though we won this battle, we haven't won the war just yet. Although it is currently on 98%, all we have to do is sit back and wait for the timers to go to 100, because Ivar is not going to have any time to besiege the lands and change the outcome of the war. And there we have it. For the second time we've managed to get to 100%, however it's the first time I've managed to click enforce demand before the percentage was changed. I guess we've completed this challenge, so the only thing I can say at this point is thank you for watching. If you haven't already liked the video, do so, and please subscribe to the channel. If you have any challenges for me, please comment them below and I will try my best to complete them. Thank you.